Hello, and a warm welcome to today's discussion AI driven threat intelligence opportunities for women in cybersecurity. I am Shilpa Sharma, your host, and I am thrilled to have you join us, especially as we are celebrating Women in Cyber Talks month. Before we get started, we would like to go over a few house rules for our attendees. The session will be in listen only mode and will last for an hour, out of which the last 15 minutes will be dedicated to Q&A. Also, admissions are currently open. For further details about our courses, please visit our website www.eccu.edu. Our speaker for today's session, Dr. Loveleen Gaur. Dr. Loveleen is an adjunct professor at the University of South Pacific, Fiji, and a visiting faculty member at IMT CDL, Ghaziabad. Formerly a professor at MIT University, India, she has mentored numerous PhD and postgraduate students in artificial intelligence and data analytics, with a focus on business and healthcare applications. Under her leadership, the AI Data Analytics Research Cluster has produced impactful publication and fostered global collaborations. Recognized as one of the world's top 2% scientists by Elsevier Stanford in 2024, Dr. Gaur is a senior member of IEEE with numerous high-indexed publications and multiple patents and copyrights. A sought-after speaker at international conferences, Dr. Gaur frequently delivers webinars and chair technical sessions. Her area of expertise include generative AI, artificial intelligence, machine learning, image processing, and data analytics. She also serves as a reviewer for leading academic journals. Throughout her distinguished career, Dr. Gaur has received several esteemed national and international accolades recognizing her transformative impact on research and education. Without any further delay, I would hand over the session to you, Dr. Loveleen.
Thank you so much, Shilpa, for the invitation as well as for the introduction. Okay, hello, audience. We are going to talk about this topic, a very relevant one nowadays. People, the way AI is growing, it is very important for us to also understand the various kind of threats which are also being appearing. Apart from that, we are also, it's a very targeted kind of webinar where we are actually talking about how women can contribute in this area. So first important, obviously, you know about me, you know that what I have done and why I am able to, speak around this area, because I am working for past 20 years in this area. And now, let us first see the statistics where, how AI-driven threat intelligence is actually working. So now, if you see over here, I am talking about very latest data. It is 2021 and 2030, where I'm just, the projected future. Okay, now if you see the global market of AI, right, or especially I'm focusing on the cybersecurity area, it is projecting that from 15 billion, which was in 2021, it is now going to grow approximately 135 billion by 2030. So this is the first thing which I want you people to notice and take a note of this, that the market for cybersecurity is growing parallelly with the AI, right? So now, apart from that, in the introductory section, you see I have written that organization like Microsoft's are actually using, this, and they are getting 78 trillion signals daily, and they are utilizing AI to identify threats. So that means you can see the massive amount of threat which big companies are actually facing every day. With the help of AI, they are monitoring all these kind of threats. So the purpose of this slide is just to tell you that the scope of this area is massive, and around in the coming days, with the growing generative NLP and all these PPT, and you must be seeing the various kind of growth which is happening on daily basis nowadays. It is, the threat will also become very, very massive, and the requirement for these threat intelligence people and cyber security people will also going to boom in a very big manner. Now, in the digital age, so apart from AI, we have to see the digital area. So this particular, again, we are talking about escalating cyber threats. So in 2024, if you see, 79% of cyber intrusion did not involve traditional malware. So that means we are not talking about, traditional threats. Now sophisticated kind of new threats has appeared, and in my last session I have already discussed what kind of threats have developed. So if you wish to know about various kind of threats which is being developed, you again go and just check my previous webinar on this area. So apart from that, how AI is actually acting as a double-edged sword. So I used to say that AI in a some way helping us as well as it is creating a problem. So like AI is actually being used by organization for defensive mechanism. It is also empowering the cyber criminals. So for example, here we are talking about Amazon. Amazon encounters nearly 1 billion cyber threat daily. So again, I am saying, see the the massive kind of threat they are using. They are facing these kind of threat, and apart from that, again, AI is being utilized to actually cope up with this kind of threat. Then again, if we talk about industry adaptation, so Security Operations Center, that is SOC practitioners. So approximately 89% of SOC practitioners plan to integrate more AI powered tools, right, in coming years to replace the traditional system. So again, as I said, so this slide is talking about two important things. One is the importance of AI. Apart from that, it is also talking about AI is actually also empowering cyber criminals. So that is why they are able to create more sophisticated threats. And third important thing, the cyber security, the importance of cyber security. So this area is definitely going to boom up, and new kind of jobs will going to emerge, and there will be a huge opportunity for everyone. But yes, in my coming slide, I'm going to focus upon the women's, how women can contribute and why the possibility and the opportunities of women is growing. Now, second slide is totally about that why women should explore this opportunity. So again, we are going to talk about a little bit of the statistics, where we are going to see that if we see the current representation overall, it's not only about the cyber security. In STEM areas itself, in technical areas, if we talk about, we see the underrepresentation of the women. So if we talk about only on cybersecurity, 25% of the cybersecurity workforce is where women are there. So that means there is a huge gap. There is a gender gap which we can clearly see in this area. Apart from that, projection shows women representation will definitely going to increase by 30%, as we can see in 2025, and 35% by 31. Yes, awareness is being there. People are coming, girls are taking all these technical areas. So cybersecurity is another area where you can see there is an upsurge of women's coming and taking these kind of roles. Then women also, apart from the skill sets, we are talking about technical skill set, we have seen that soft spoken skills and the presentation skills and all, there are various diversified of the skill sets which normally we have seen, which is already embedded. It's particularly coming from female section. So diverse skill set will also help them to innovate in these areas. Then definitely the career opportunity, equal opportunity, and DEI, when diversity inclusion is also coming, people are actually providing them with more opportunities, and we can see there are a lot of fulfilling career paths, and there will be a growing demand of women's in this area. Now, let us focus on what is threat intelligence. So now, as I said that, yes, with the cyber security, with AI, there is a lot of, security challenges which is happening in the organization. But exactly what we are talking about? We are talking about, how we are collecting, analyzing, and applying these data, which is related to cyber threats, vulnerabilities, as well as what is the kind of attack pattern which is happening. Now, by doing this, what we will be actually getting out of it? Definitely identification, prevention, mitigation strategies, all these things will help us, to tackle all these kind of cyber security risks. Now, here you can see two diagrams which I am going to show, where we are talking about we have categorized these threat intelligence into 4 types. So you can see, as organization has 3 layers. Similarly, we have these kind of attacks at every layer. So there will be an operational intelligence attack, right, where there will be they will deliver real-time intelligence on active cyber threats. Then we have tactical intelligence, which is focusing on known attack patterns and indicators where there is a kind of a compromise. So this is a middle layer in the organization. Technical intelligence, where we are offering detailed data on threat actors, as well as we are providing with the tools and for the vulnerabilities. Then last, which is the topmost, strategic intelligence in an organization, where executors will be provided with high level geopolitical as well as threat industry insights. This is majorly for all those CEOs, MDs, and all those people who are at the strategic level. So you can see that threats will be identified at every level of the organization, and there is a tools and the vulnerabilities and the strategies to tackle all these things. And these layers will be provided, and these layers will be provided with the security in the organization. Now, when we talk about the various dimensions of threat intelligence, you can see first is predict and prevent these cyber attacks. Then how to improve incident response and threat mitigation. If there is a threat, then what are the various strategies which will be provided at every level? We have seen these kind of things. So threat intelligence is required at every level, and these are the things, on the right hand side, I'm talking about the various dimensions of the threat intelligence: how to predict and prevent the cyber attacks, how to improve these incident response, how we can enhance the organizational whole security posture, 360-degree, when we are talking about the security of an organization. Then again, most important thing, how we are going to support with the compliance. So various regulations and the compliance strategies, whether related to GDPR, HIPAA, NIST. You can see every organization has to follow some compliances. So under threat intelligence, all these dimensions are required to be fulfilled, and for that, and these things have to be done at every level. So now you can see at every level we need to cater all these kind of dimensions of the threat intelligence. This whole slide is talking about how threat intelligence can be incorporated in the organization, where we are going to take the data related to cyber threats, vulnerability, and the attack patterns. Now, how AI can help? So now we know what is threat intelligence, what are the various dimensions of threat intelligence, what are the various levels in which this threat intelligence is required, where AI can help us. When we are talking about AI, now you can see AI can help us in automation. We know nowadays we are talking about generative AI and agentic AI. So automation is one thing which is nowadays very a buzzword, we can say. So automation of threat in identification, that on the regular basis, if we are seeing that billions of threats are coming on a daily basis, we need some automation kind of strategy, because individual and human being cannot sit for 27 365 days to monitor these kind of threats. We need automations. So that's why AI is being utilized for the automation of threat identifications. Then comes prediction. The moment we know there is an unusual pattern, we must immediately take action. Prediction and prevention. So the moment you know that this kind of threat is coming, we also have to take action. Prediction and prevention. So these two words you can see coming simultaneously. So analyzing the pattern and then immediately taking an action. Third important thing, reduces the response time. This response time is the major thing for the threats. The moment you will increase this response time, the threat will going to hamper your, organization data, or it can hamper your goodwill, or your files. So lot many losses can happen. So people are looking for those kind of tools where this response time has to be reduced. So immediately flags should be raised, incidents should be informed, and suggestive measures should be taken. So again, AI is helping out in reducing the response time. Then identifying of various new kind of vulnerabilities which are coming. Zero day, I have already discussed about these things in a detail in my previous webinar with EC Council. You can visit there, and where we are talking about these kind of vulnerabilities which are happening nowadays are actually which was missed in the traditional system. Nowadays, with the help of AI, with the help of agentic AI, generative AI, now automations is possible, and they are able to respond in a more faster manner. Let us take a few examples of the corporate. So Microsoft Defender. So they have already applied this, tool where they are analyzing 78 trillion security signals daily. So you can see the kind of, scalability we are talking about over here, and how AI is helping, because it is not possible for a human to do such kind of things. Then comes your Google Chronicle. So again, Google Chronicle, they have used this tool for detecting advanced APT, we say APT, advanced persistent threats, using AI analytics. And then of course IBM has applied IBM Watson, where they are actually correlating this security incident with the NLP, natural language processor, and deep learning. So they are again checking security incident using these kind of AI tools. So these companies are utilizing big scales, big softwares for cybersecurity, and the background of all these is deep learning and AI and NLP that we are actually talking from various days, you can see. Now, if we talk about how AI is helping in detection and prevention in a small scale. So previously, in previous slide, we are talking about the massive scale, but every organization is not dealing in that particular scale. Maybe there is a little, there is a small scale industries as well. There is SMEs as well, who also want to apply these kind of, tools. So what exactly are the various tools which is helping you in disease detection and prevention? So in AI, there are again various techniques which we normally talk. One is the machine learning, deep learning, NLP, and RPA, which is automation and robotic process automation. So let us take first, which is machine learning. So machine learning, you name itself is saying. So you can see that a machine means algorithm. Algorithm is actually learning by itself. Now, how we are actually taking this machine learning, where we are actually telling these softwares to learn from the past attacks. Okay, so there is a pattern. So we have already have past attack patterns. We are actually training our algorithms on those past data and trying to detect the anomalies without only, not only we are talking about the programming, we are talking about the training of those kind of data. Now, when we are talking about this training of these data, it is using with the supervised and unsupervised learning. I'm sure all those who are from this technical background, they know what are the various supervised and unsupervised algorithm behind these machine learnings. And what exactly is the purpose? We need to train these algorithms for accuracy. We have measurement scales for all these machine learning algorithms, and they are able to then do behavioral analytics, malware detection, fraud prevention, and you can see the example IDS, which is intrusion detection system. So AI-powered intrusion detection system can detect suspicious activity without relying on any predefined rules. So this is the basic difference between statistics and the machine learning. In the machine learning, we don't need the predefined rules. By looking at the various kind of patterns, algorithm in itself can identify there is a diversion, if there is any kind of a diversion in the pattern. So this is one very big area where new sophisticated machine learning algorithms are being utilized to train our past data and to detect the system. Another way, if machine learning is not enough, suppose your data is massive, machine learning has its own limitation. All these algorithms has their own limitation and their capabilities. Suppose you feel that, okay, machine learning is not enough for my data because I have a massive data set and more variables, then you can go with the deep learning, which is again a subset of ML, and they are using artificial neural network. It is pure neural network. Again, there are various algorithm which is being utilized in deep learning, which is CNN and RNN. Again, they are actually trained for more complex cybersecurity data. Then again, when neurons will be added, because in machine learning we have a little less neurons and the strategies are also different, but in neural networks we have lot many hidden neurons where we are actually training a large complex data, for example image data. So image has various kind of noises, various different features which are being provided. Now, deep learning is being utilized when we have a complex data, image data, and we want to find out those complex patterns. So again, that kind of algorithm is again helping us in identification of these sophisticated cyber attacks with minimal false positive. False positive is nothing but the measurement criteria. As I said that we have measurement criteria in machine learning algorithms like accuracy, precision. Similarly, we in deep learning also we are measuring whether our algorithm is good enough to detect these things or not, how much accuracy we are giving. So those kind of things we normally take with the deep learning algorithm. Again, you can see how deep learning is being utilized. For example, this image based captcha, we have seen all these things when we are logging on a particular website. We get these kind of captchas. We have facial recognition securities. We know about adversarial AI defense as well. So all these areas you will going to find that the technology which is being utilized is nothing but a deep learning. Then NLP, that is natural language processing. Now, your generative AI and ChatGPT nowadays, these DeepSeeks, these are actually coming under the NLP. So NLPs are nothing but the AI models which are actually helping you to understand and analyze these reports, as I said, because this is mostly working on the text, right? So deep learning and machine learning is not well versed. These algorithms are more versed towards the data, or deep learning is for the image, but NLP is actually working more towards the text. But yes, more sophisticated tools have come, and they have started working on the more audio, video, and multimodals are also coming in this area. So as I said that if you want to understand your cybersecurity reports, then you can go with the NLP tools, which can also help you to identify this threat intelligence feed, dark web communications. You can extract meaningful insight from these unstructured threat data. So again, as I said that NLP tools are well versed in these identification of these tools. For example, again, AI based tools such as scan hacker forums and underground marketplace, all these where threat discussions are going on, those kind of things can be easily information can be extracted so easily with the help of these AI based tools which is based on NLPs. Last is automation in RPA. Again, automation, as I was discussing with the, nowadays with generative AI, agentic AI, they are more towards the automation of the all these tasks. So again, suppose you want to automate your cybersecurity workflow, and you don't want manual intervention. Manual intervention you want, but on either on the first step or at the end of the step. So for decision making, so you want to reduce your manual intervention for detection and mitigation of these strategies. Again, you can go with the RPA and the automation. For example, automated responses for cyber incidents, or you want to reduce the workload of your SOC analyst. All these kind of things can be done with the help of RPA, where you can see AI-driven security orchestration, automation, SOAR platforms that we are actually talking about. They can immediate or automate threat investigation and provide the remedy immediately. So this slide is talking about the 4 main tools of AI: machine learning, deep learning, NLP, and automation, which is massively being used for detection as well as prevention. Depending upon the kind of data you have, depending upon the kind of requirements of your organization, you may use anyone or may use every kind of technology, depending if you are working for a multi-model system. So again, now I have discussed you with the little bit background of these technologies of AI which is prevailing, and those who are working in this area, I'm very sure they can very easily relate to this, and those who are new to this AI area, they can grab these kind of information about these technologies, so that you can learn to understand that how these are being utilized in different kind of cybersecurity data. Now, when we are talking about the case studies of few AI adoption, I have already discussed with you a lot many different application, but here a few case studies which I wanted to specially mention. One is the Microsoft is actually using generative AI. Till now I was talking about traditional AI tools, but Microsoft has used generative AI, which is security copilot. So again, this is something which is open case generative AI, which companies can easily go and adopt, which is a one high profile case. It acts as a co-pilot to help security team respond at machine speed, and it will also exemplify that how a particular person or a human can actually have the expertise of a human. So AI is actually representing as a human in this particular case. So the power of generative AI in identification or response of this cyber security is something which is very important, and that is why it is very important to mention the Microsoft Security Copilot, which many companies are using nowadays. Another particular firm which is Darktrace. So this firm again, they have created a AI driven threat detection. So what they have done, they have created self-learning AI, which is again, as I said, modeled on the human immune system. This is again used by 3,000 organizations, and the purpose is only to fight the cyber attack. And immediately you can see that they are responding at every 3 seconds. If there is any kind of incident or a threat which is being detected, immediately it is being they are responding. So again, this is a very good again AI driven threat detecting tool. And then you can see Palo Alto Networks, IBM, they have also already embedded this AI in their firewalls to block these novel attacks. And all the technology behind all these things is nothing but the AI which is being utilized. Now again, both attackers and defenders are escalating their use of AI. As I said, that AI is a double-edged sword. So if we are using AI for the defense purpose, those attacker is also using AI for attacking purpose. So both things are actually happening simultaneously. So again, what we need to understand from this, we can utilize, it is all about the attitude of a person, that how you want to utilize AI, whether it is for the positive side or whether you want to go towards the dark side. So we are focusing on the positive side, that how AI can be utilized for the prevention, for the security of people, for the security of the organizations. And again, we have to be very, very alert. So only AI cannot help. It is people who have to strategize. It is people who will going to see that what exactly, how they will utilize this AI in their organization, which areas are very crucial, which are we need to be protected, right? So a few companies have already done it. If your company is also willing to adopt any, you can try it out, these tools. They are having some are open source, some are proprietary. You can check it out. Or if you have a company, you can build these research based tools in your company itself. Now, talking towards this women, that what is the landscape of women in cybersecurity? So in 2013, if you see again, I'm more of a statistic person, so I always show statistics, and I wanted to tell that how the trend is growing. So if we see that growing trend, then definitely there is a hope that coming days this will not be a portion; it will be a full. That we can see that okay, women's are capturing the market. So this 2013, if we talk about, women held 10% of cybersecurity jobs. In 22, women held 25% of cybersecurity jobs globally. Projection is that again in this year, 30% representation of women in cybersecurity will be there, and 35%. I have already shown you that the projection is showing that it is growing. It is growing and coming in the coming decade. Again, global 22, 30, you can see the difference, the kind of representation of women in cybersecurity. Federal workforce 25.2, a federal workforce nationwide 43.6, and diversity among women is 22. I hope that it should grow, and women's I come from a STEM background. I am from AI person, and I definitely want that more women come in this technical area, and this pattern should grow, and we could see that women's are leading these areas. So scope is much. We only need to get the awareness that what exactly we should go and we should take and what we should learn, so that we can also come in this representation. So now we see that the gap is the scope is there, but what are the challenges? Why we can say that yes, women's are not coming? It's not about their will. There are a lot of challenges, there are a lot of limitations which they are actually facing. So if we talk about, we have also seen that there is a magazine where they are talking about security magazine, and they are saying that women often face a glass ceiling 6 to 10 years into their cyber security threat, limiting their progression into leadership role. So this is not again, I will say that it is related to only cyber security. It is in every area, in every domain. We can see there is a very less percentage of women which is actually getting into the leadership position. They are getting, but the percentage is very less. So this glass ceiling, that gender biasness, we say that it is always there, and it is there, and this is the one kind of a challenge which is faced by women in this industry as well. Then underrepresentation, as I said, that cybersen.com is also saying that only 1% of women hold top executive position in cyber security. That means inclusiveness is less in this area. Then workplace inclusion, yes, women report higher rates of exclusion in cybersecurity workplace compared to other industries, which is actually again impacting job satisfaction and retention. Stereotypes, yes, persistent stereotype that everyone want to see a male who is actually going to take a lead role. This kind of biasness or stereotype is still prevailing in every industry, and it is also prevailing in the cybersecurity space. So these are the challenges for those who are also, because of very less representation, people are not there. So that kind of representation, that STEM education, people were taking very less. All these kind of issues are still there. That is why the opportunity is also there. So we can say that there is a huge opportunity which is prevailing for women. So now if you want to take a lead step, you want to change your career, you want to take a diverse path, you are most welcome in this industry. And this is growing. The most important thing why I am saying, because this is growing. Now, let us also talk about some role models. It's not like that there is no one. It's a lot many people are already there. So let us talk about some success stories and the role models. One is the Caroline Wong. So the one particular thing which I really like, you can see the background of this female. She is from electrical engineering and computer science, and she's having a leadership positions at eBay and Zynga, and she is also serving as a chief strategy officer at the Kopal. So again, you can see that women's are there, and the women has realized the potential of AI and cybersecurity space. So they are also coming up in this area. Jaya Bablu, she's also this chief information security officer at Avast. And most important thing, you can see that she is also top 100 CISO and is prominent advocate for this quantum computing and cybersecurity. Then Hannah Rapite, she's also has transitioned. This is a very good case study. You can see that she has transitioned from a librarian to a cybersecurity analyst. So again, that means if we say that we are from a different path and we cannot come into a technical background, it's nothing, no one can stop you. Everyone is taking a very different path, and we should learn from these people that see if she can, once she was a librarian and she has totally changed her path to a cyber security analyst, and she is also having she has leveraged some programs also, and these are the takeaways of this webinar. Also, I will also tell you that what you can go and what kind of certification you should pursue. So she has also taken this WICYS security training scholarship for this successful career. I have already provided this PPT and to EC Council. If you are willing, you can directly contact them. Then Annie Jamshid also, she is first in her family to enter in the cybersecurity, and also she overcomes skepticism and the challenges. Of course, if you are into this area, no one can stop you. You have definitely a good path to come. There is a lot of scope. It is just a willingness to make a different kind of a mark in this space. It is there. Otherwise, space is there. People are more welcoming. Now, what are the different opportunities for women in AI and cybersecurity? Here you can see I have on the left hand side, I am talking about the roles and responsibility. On the right hand side, I am talking about the skill hierarchy. So you can see the cybersecurity role. So either it can be AI security engineer, which is providing you with the solution design, algorithm development, ethical hacker, which is penetration vulnerability assessment. You can be a threat analyst, monitoring analysis, security consultant, risk assessment, compliance strategy, AI and machine learning engineers who are actually into development of models and the threat adaptation. So there are various kind of roles and responsibilities in this different area. You may go and find out that specific certification you want to pursue to have these kind of roles. Then this particular skill hierarchy, what exactly you need to do. Of course, apart from technical proficiency, first is the strong foundation in networking and programming, that is very much required. So ML, deep learning, all these things are being provided. And then we are going to, all those who are going to take some certification, they will going to learn all these things. Fine, they will have some technical proficiency, then they will have AI and ML understanding about algorithms and how data analysis is being done, then problem solving, how problem solving and all these problem solving skills are being adopted, what mathematical statistical skills are required. All these things will be incorporated in your syllabus, whichever certification you will going to pursue. Then they will be provided with the cybersecurity framework, familiarity with the security controls, protocols, then continuous learning. So you need to stay updated with the latest technologies to stay ahead in this kind of area, as we know that this area, this whole scenario is very dynamic and changing on everyday basis. Fine. Then impact, if we talk about various impact, automation, job transformation, I have already discussed this with you, that this AI integration, if you will go with the cyber security, it will going to automate routine tasks. It will also shift into specialized roles like AI security specialist, threat intelligence analyst. Then this automation also, sometimes, yes, people will say that AI will going to take the job, but you can see that human intervention is still required, innovation is still required, every day new innovation is coming. It is human being, human brain who will actually think from a different perspective, who will come with a various kind of nitty-gritties. So it is not easy to displace or replace human being. Only those who are working in a very redundant kind of a thing, those will be replaced, but those who are coming into a very innovative strategic major decision makers, these areas will not be replaced by AI. Then ethical considerations of AI security, definitely biases are there, data privacy concerns are there, potential misuse of AI is also there. So ethical consideration, AI is also having a lot of ethical considerations which people are nowadays focusing upon. So compliance of all these strategies, development of those ethical frameworks, which is that how AI, responsible AI will look like, where all these government is also taking a lot of action, that how much AI penetrations we can allow. So all these ethical consideration around AI security is also being taken care. So this is again another area where you will going to see that a lot of people are working towards AI governance, ethics, security concerns. People are taking role into that also. So a lot of security operations. Here I am talking about the development of AI agent capable of offensive security operations such as Reaper AI, which is actually underscore the need for ethical consideration. This especially I am just mentioning so that you can see that Reaper AI, this is the purpose is only to find out what are the various ethical considerations around AI. Growth potential, future opportunity. Till now I was talking only about professional and the future opportunities. Here again, talent gap, you can see 4.8 million professionals are needed every day. If you see the statistics, the requirement of people, the gap is still there, but only thing is that they want a very high skilled people, and that's why proper certifications are very important. Then notably 34% of cybersecurity experts lacks AI cyber skill. Either they have AI skill or either they have cyber, but the combination of both is still missing. So AI cyber skill is something which is new, and people are not taken many certifications or skills in this area. So that is the reason the scope is also wide, and particularly for women, as I said, that DEI, diversity, inclusion, companies are looking for equal opportunity. Companies are willing to have a diversity in their organization. So the scope for women is definitely high. I have already discussed various other companies. So again, this Before AI predictive threat detection, which is a New York based company, they are using behavioral AI to find out pre-crime platform. Okay, so you can see that they have received 10 thousand this million funding for expansion of their sector. Again, same Mastercard has acquired Recorded Future. So Recorded Future is a company who was actually specialized in threat intelligence, and this Mastercard has already acquired them for 2.65 billion. So various lot of scope and application and real world case studies are there. If you see, if you will go, and you will find that people are willing for this area. So how you can work in this area? So these are some key takeaways, some points which I want to mention. You can take some initiatives. Either you can have mentorship. So for what this is what I am doing, I am mentoring, I am providing some training. So similarly, if you are a trainer, if you are already into this area, you can be a mentor, you can be a training provider or networking. You can participate in some networking program, and you can aspire female professionals for these kind of jobs. Then there is a program like Girl Security, Tech Together, Ignite Worldwide, which is actually focusing on educating middle school, high school, college age girls, especially again Microsoft. This source I have already provided. The purpose is to increase the awareness and interest in cybersecurity areas. Then again, you can see that Microsoft is also supporting training programs for women transition, and Women in Cloud Cybersecurity Scholarship, which is sponsored by again Microsoft. They are also building some pipeline of female cybersecurity talents. Global recognition program is there, Cyber Shiksha, which is specifically for India, and then WAMC in Latin America. They are providing training for women's. Industry conference, a lot of conferences happen, and this is a one famous conference you can see for women, Cybersecurity annual conference, which is attracting a lot of participants for equal representation. Even for women's, they can join this conferences for gaining a lot of skills as well as for networking purpose. And Women in Cybersecurity report, if you see, that has helped them to boost their skills, confidence, as well as you can see women are entering into this area. So these are the various initiatives by various countries, various organizations who is helping these women to come and support this technical era. So you can select any one in this and go and check it out, that how you can fit in this demands. Again, as I said, what are the different opportunities? High demand role, career pathways are clearly mentioned. There are a lot of opportunities by various companies. You can go with the next step for education. You can go with the certification. You can find some mentorship. You can either go and start doing some hands-on experience, develop your GitHub profile, start sending all these projects to the relevant people on LinkedIn, start doing some networking with the diversified people, and see that how you can actually grow. Diversity, I have already shown you that problem solving and innovation is one thing that people are looking for. Diversity we already have. We are very less adopted in this market, so women's are there, and diversity is something which every organization is talking about. So how you can start? These are some takeaways from this webinar. You can join any cybersecurity or AI learning program, like EC Council is providing a lot of good certifications, Coursera, or you can join some conferences, which is WICS or ISC2. You can earn a certificate, AI certification or cybersecurity, but I will suggest both. Individually silos, if you will talk about only AI certification, will not help you in cybersecurity until you are not having something in combo. Then definitely networking and connect is very important. You need to have some LinkedIn group, local meetups. You should go meet people, have networking, talk to them, find out the opportunities, and follow industry trends and engage yourself. So with this, I am ending my webinar, and you are most welcome to ask question, as well as you can connect with me on the LinkedIn. Thank you, Shilpa.
Yes, thank you so much, Dr. Loveleen, for delivering such an informative session, and our attendees share the same sentiments. If you're interested to learn more about our program, do let us know in the poll that's going to be conducted now. If you would like to learn more, please select yes, and we will schedule a call to provide you with more information. So, Dr. Loveleen, shall we start with the Q&A?
Yes, definitely.
As we have already received a lot of questions and we are short of time, so I'll start. Yeah, so our first question to you is, what are some real world examples of how tactical intelligence can be used to detect indicators of compromise, that is IOCS?
Yeah. Okay. So let me again go back. There are a lot of inbuilt tools which you can use. This Microsoft Copilot I have already discussed. If you will, you're willing to go with the generative AI. I think so. Nowadays, you should focus more on generative AI than traditional tools. So go with the Microsoft Copilot. Apart from OpenAI, and there are various other open source tools are also there, which you can try it out to see that how these kind of detections is possible. Apart from that, you should go particularly to my again previous webinar where I have discussed all these things in detail, that which particular threat can be checked with which tool. So I will suggest you go with open source Microsoft Copilot, and just check our previous webinar for more detailed information for this.
Thank you, Dr. Loveleen, for answering that question. Our next question to you is the machine learning something that organization can purchase? And if so, can you give an example of what the name of some of those devices would be?
No, see, it is the tool. Machine learning is nothing but a particular AI, the algorithms which you need to develop depending upon your data set. So it is not that something which is already being built. You have to have your data set. You have to create that machine models for yourself. And if you wish to go with a proprietary one, then definitely there are various companies. I cannot take a name of one, but I think that you should go with a company. They will definitely develop depending upon the kind of data set you have, whether it is suitable for machine learning or whether it is suitable for deep learning. They will going to see, and they can provide you with the suitable answers for that. So either you directly talk to company for that. I cannot suggest one name because there are many companies, and you have to find out who will suit best for yourself. If you're developing any tool for yourself, then machine learning can be done, or you can go with any researcher or research team. They can develop for yourself. So machine learning is a tool which is utilized to create a particular software for your company, right? So for that, you have to talk to people or researchers who can develop this kind of model for you.
Thank you for answering that question. Our next question to you is, given the rapid evolution of cyber threats, what are the limitations of current threat intelligence model and how can they be improved?
As I said that there is no limitation of AI. So threat intelligence is also using AI for detection. So the limitation is just that that AI is a double-edged sword. So if you develop a tool automatically using AI, the cyber attack people is also using AI to counter that attack, right? So this is a kind of a thing which people are facing. Scalability is definitely an issue, because suppose you have developed a tool for a less data, and then immediately the data is huge and massive scale. You have seen that Microsoft Defender. I gave you a few examples where we have seen the IBM Watson. They have developed some massive scale tools. They can be utilized to identify the threat. So limitation is only data set or the capability and the resources on which we are developing these kind of software. For example, servers, how many GPUs you will going to. So of course with GPUs the cost will come, and if you are running all these model with high amount of data, you need to have a huge amount of money with you for developing those systems. So that is the kind of limitations which organization definitely face, and that is a major reason they try to buy some software rather than developing it on their own. So big companies, we are talking about Google, we are talking about Microsoft, we are talking about your IBM. They have already developed sophisticated tools for such things. So on the subscription base, you can or based on SaaS based, that is software as a service, you may try it out. You may find out that which tool is actually suitable for your organization.
Thank you for answering that question. Next question to you is it necessary to learn algorithms?
No, depending whether you are a company holder. If you are a company holder, then you may, you have enough amount of resources, you have enough money, you can develop directly buy subscriptions of big companies. Then definitely you need not to, develop all these tools. But if you are a student and you want to grow in this field, then of course, if you want to grow in this field, you have to learn these algorithms and the model. So depending upon your situation, whether you are a company holder and you have enough resources that you can buy all these things, then it's okay. But if you want to build a career around this area, then definitely algorithms are required.
Thank you for answering that question. Our next question to you is AI-driven solutions most effective in supporting small cybersecurity teams?
Definitely automation. So we have already discussed a lot of benefits of AI driven. So automation, time reduction, automatically prediction, and then answering it. Lot of queries, your headaches. So a lot of headaches which is being reduced if you are actually utilizing an AI driven software. If you are using a traditional software, maybe you will going to skip, and the cost that you will going to face because of these kind of threat, because you will ultimately going to lose a customer if you are into customer, if you are having a data, if you are into a finance. So think about the kind of repercussion or the impact that you will going to get if your data is lost, if your system is corrupted, if you are having your all the data is being leaked. So the impact is huge. That is why incident response, immediate reaction. So if your organization is dealing with highly sensitive data, it is utmost important for you to have something which is robust, which is very quick, which is very automated. So AI driven is definitely an answer.
Thank you for answering that question, Dr. Loveleen. We'll take last two questions for the day. Next question to you is, can AI help to defend future attacks?
As I said again, we cannot 100% sure of any case. We definitely AI driven technologies are getting more sophisticated day by day. It is preventing all the data leak. Otherwise, we all people cannot survive. It is whether it is a government data, whether it is organization data, whether it is health data, whether it is finance data. Every organization is using these tools. These highly sophisticated tools. So they are actually saving their data. They are actually protecting their data. So how they are protecting their data? By utilizing all these AI, and that's the only reason the buzzword of AI is massive around nowadays, because people have seen the kind of impact which they are actually getting out of it, which is not at all capability of an human being. So definitely AI is the answer. But again, as I said, it is a dual sword, and with AI, the crime is also getting sophisticated. So we have to always on our toes to find out that if new crime is coming, we have to come up with a new defense. So this is something which is ongoing. Let's see what will going to happen.
Thank you so much for answering that question. Our last question to you is, what are the emerging trends in AI-driven threat intelligence, and how can women position themselves to take advantage of these trends?
Yeah. So already discussed in my slides that generative AI, automation, agentic AI, right? These are the new areas where you can see that AI and automations is being delivered, sophistication, and if you want to talk about the nitty-gritties of the various kind of attacks, for, which is happening, various attacks that I have already discussed in my previous webinar, just go that how these attacks are being mitigated. And again, for women's, the scope is high. Certification is one thing, because every time going for a degree program is not possible for small new tools if they are coming. So certification is the very good area, and doing projects, most important thing. If you have a small data set, start doing project, develop some tools, develop your GitHub account. There you will going to understand, and have a networking with the right kind of people on the LinkedIn. They will going to guide you that how new tools are emerging every day, which you can incorporate in your organization to prevent your data. So these are, you have to be vigilant, you have to be very active on a daily basis to find out that what new things are coming, because this field is so dynamic that it is changing very quickly. So this is one challenge which people are facing, but we cannot help on that. We have to be vigilant, we have to be very active if we want to sustain in this environment. So for women's, yes, as I said, that opportunity is very high. Try, do some certification, you will get more knowledge. Only 40 minutes webinar is just to create some kind of curiosity. Now to get in-depth knowledge, you need to do some certifications to find out that how it can be prevented, what is the position which you can acquire in this market.
Thank you again to our wonderful speaker, Dr. Loveleen, for answering those questions and for the great presentation and knowledge shared with our global audiences. It was a pleasure to have you with us, and we are looking for more and more sessions with you. Before we conclude the webinar, Dr. Loveleen, would you like to give a small message to our audience?
So my message is very clear that two things I am, very pro towards. One is AI. I am very pro towards the AI, that everyone should learn about AI, because whether you are coming from a very different background, from a business background, or you are coming from any background, AI is necessity in this era. So you are in AI era, learn AI, learn about how AI is being doing. Another important thing is the cybersecurity, protecting yourself from deep fakes, protecting yourself, whether you are a human being, whether you are not running any company, whether you are a simple housewife, whether you are a student, you should know that how you will going to protect your data. You are also having medical accounts, you are also having your financial data, you also have a laptop. So protecting yourself is one important thing. So in this AI era, my suggestion will learn about these technology. Only learning about these things will help you, protect you, and give you a leverage from others. And in coming years, you will definitely going to see that this is actually going to be a big buzz. And and for women's, with online digital era, you can work from remote, you can work from home, and this is a very good opportunity for you people. So this is only one message from my side. Thank you, Shilpa, for calling me for this webinar.
Thank you so much, Dr. Loveleen. Appreciate it. And really thank you for the message to our audience.